Hello everyone, my name is Prashant, and in this video we are going to talk about MIS. So there is a very common question which I generally receive, and that is, what do you mean by MIS? Sometimes you must have heard about openings which say that MIS executives required. So what do MIS executives do? Now, before talking about MIS executives, let's look into what MIS actually stands for. So I'll just share my screen. Right. So MIS, what does MIS mean? MIS has three letters. First is M, which means management. Second is I, which means information, and S means system. Now, what does management information system mean? So basically, if you talk about management refers to people who take key decisions. For example, it can be your team leader, it can be your manager, it can be your AVP. Secondly, information means data. For us, information is data that can be structured in nature, that can be unstructured in nature. For example, if you're working for a sales company, the data will be of sales. For example, if you're working for a healthcare company, the data will be of patient health and patient information. System basically means the tools that you use to store that data, to represent that data, to maintain that data. So there are different softwares that we can use. Excel is one of the very common softwares that we use. Then you also have SAP, you have Power BI, where you can put up your reports, visualizations. So what does an MIS executive do? We understand that MIS refers to management, information, and system. What is the role of an MIS executive? So MIS, or an MIS executive, basically is a person who extracts and maintains data. For example, if you're having Excel sheet and say suppose you're working for a sales company, you'll have to maintain that data on a day-to-day basis, on a month-on-month basis. Uh, it can be an Excel sheet that you're maintaining. It can be a SQL database, or it can be an MS Access database. There are certain ERP systems where people maintain the data. So you need to keep on maintaining, or you need to add some information, you need to update some information, and at the same time, you need to extract that information. So extraction, for example, if you want to extract a SQL database information in Excel, there are some add-ins which you need. And using those add-ins, you can integrate different softwares to extract that data. So once you have the data in place, you need to prepare a report. So once you have that report, for example, in Excel, you can create pivot tables, you can create charts. Similarly, in Power BI, you have Power Query using which you can transform the data and then you can show it in the form of charts. Tableau is also a visualization tool where you can show the charts. VBA is used to automate Excel reports so that you can prepare the data again and again without much effort. And once you have both these things done, once you have the report in place, once you have shown the data in a readable format, you might be asked to provide key insights. Although the key insights or decisions are being taken by the management, higher management, but it might happen that you might be asked to give some insight, based on the data that you have. So those kinds of insights involve business intelligence, for which you need understanding of the process, you need understanding of the reports and different kind of fields. But yes, if you talk about a broad classification of day-on-day activity, these are the things that an MIS executive needs to do using the MIS architecture. I hope this clears a lot of things. If you have any kind of question, please let me know in the comment section.